My people, bruh, they are the worst. Don't they realize that I'm a simple dog? I just need 3 basic things. I need food, I need walks, I need treats. That's it. So why do they get so mad whenever I take food off the table? Doesn't make any sense. Like it's right there. Seriously, is the baby gonna eat all his chicken? No way. I'm just helping the family out. And then they bring over that bowl of grape nuts and expect me to eat it? What am I, your grandma? This hard dog food tastes like gravel. You want me to eat this garbage when you guys are eating freshly baked barbecued chicken and mashed potatoes? This is ridiculous. Check it out though. My people, they are suckers. I've learned if I just lay down here nice, nuzzle into the carpet and be patient, at the end of the meal, they give me the leftovers anyway. Ha! And they think they're in charge. Silly, silly people.
Whew. Don't know about you guys, but man, that dog, something about his voice. Man, all right, well, hey, I have a dog too. His name is Paco, and Paco, all you need to know about Paco is this. He's an idiot. Like literally, he's the dumbest dog in the entire world. He wakes me up in the middle of the night for no reason. He just gets me out of bed and shows me where his bed is and lays on it. He eats food off the counter. He takes food out of the trash. When he eats his food, he brings it into the living room and then drops it all over the floor like he's a giant like fertilizer. And it's ridiculous. He's the dumbest dog in the entire world. Just last week, he grabbed an entire rotisserie chicken off of my counter, like bones, chicken, everything. And I saw him and he had it on the ground. I said, Paco! And I looked at him, and then he looked at me, and then I looked at Paco, and then he looked at me, and I made a business decision to just let him eat it outside. And so I opened up the slider and he went outside and he ate this rotisserie chicken, bones and all. I don't know, he might die. I don't know. He shouldn't eat all the bones. Like he's a dumb dog. He's so dumb that when we first got him, my wife and I brought him to obedience school. And like Paco in obedience school, he's sitting in the back, he's folding paper airplanes, he's throwing them, he's carving his name into the desk with a pencil. Like it's ridiculous. He's not paying attention at all. And so we get up to the front of the class and we have to show the whole class with everybody these tricks that he's learned. And of course, Paco can do nothing. He's sitting there, he can't sit, he can't roll over, he can't heel, he does nothing. And finally the teacher walks up to us and says, hey, like you're doing great. She lied to us. Here are some treats. Like, why don't you try these treats? This might motivate him. And we grab them and we say, Paco, sit, and poof, he sits. Hey, heel, poof, heel. Hey, roll over, roll over. My dog has been sitting in the back of the room this whole time, learning everything. He just doesn't want to do them because he hates being obedient. He doesn't want to listen to anything that we're saying until he gets something out of it. See, I think you and I are a lot like dogs in that way. We hate being obedient because being obedient makes it feel like someone's taking our freedom away. Just last week, this is my life. My wife, Bree, went to bed early and I noticed that there was a ton of dishes in the sink. And I was gonna be a great husband. I was gonna wash these dishes and she was gonna wake up in the morning, see the sink, and we were gonna make out and it was gonna be awesome. And so I'm getting ready to do this. I got the football game on. I got the soap ready. I'm getting ready to start washing dishes and my wife walks around the corner of my bedroom and she's brushing her teeth. Hey, honey. Yeah, Bree. Hey, could you wash the dishes maybe tonight? And I was like, what? Of course I cannot wash the dishes. I'm a man. I can do whatever I want with my own time. And obviously I didn't say that because you're married, and when you're married, you just push your feelings down. And I went to the couch and I sat on the couch and I was so mad that she asked me to wash the dishes. And then it dawned on me, like, Jake, you're an idiot. You were literally gonna wash the dishes. And then she comes out and she asks you to wash the dishes and now you're freaking out about it. It doesn't make any sense. You're being so stubborn. Like, why don't you just listen to your wife? And you guys are the same way, right? Your mom asks you to clean your room. You think, I don't wanna clean my room. I can play video games right now. Or, hey, it's time to eat right now. Hey, mom, let me just finish this level. Or dad texts you, hey, can you just let us know when you leave your friend's house, if you go to the basketball courts or the park, just let us know. Shoot us a text so we know where you are. And you're like, hey, dad, like I'm in junior high. I'm an adult basically. Like I can do whatever I want. I want my own freedom. Here's what's so crazy about obedience though. It actually works backwards. When you're obedient, actually, you get more freedom down the road. It doesn't restrict it. See, the reason my wife asked me to do the dishes is because, guys, I never do the dishes. They're always dirty, and she always has to ask me. And if I was just obedient in those small moments when she asked me, hey, Jake, can you just do the dishes? She wouldn't ask me. And I would get to do it when I wanted to do it, and I would solve the problems, and those dishes, they would always be clean. See, for a lot of us, we have to learn to be obedient in the small moments. And if we can be obedient in those small moments, we might actually train our parents to give us more freedom in the long run. There's this dude in the Bible. His name is Abraham, and he's crazy old. Him and his wife are around 100, and God shows up in their life and says, hey, I'm gonna give you a kid. They've never had a kid before, and Abraham's thinking like, whoa, we're gonna have a kid? We're 100. Like, how are we gonna have a kid? And God's like, well, I mean, basically the same way that everybody has kids. You're just older. And so they have a kid, and his name is Isaac, and they're so excited about this kid. They love him more than anything. And so you would imagine how taken aback Abraham would be when God says this to him. God says this in Genesis, take your dear son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains that I'll point out to you. Wait, God, did you just say sacrifice my own son? Like, this is some Darth Vader type crazy stuff. And Abraham's processing this, and he's trying to understand if this is what God wants. And he realizes, hey, listen, what God wants from my life is more important than anything else. And so I'm gonna go through with this. And so he takes Isaac with him, and they go up on this mountain, and they build an altar, and Abraham has Isaac lay down on this altar, and Abraham has the knife up, and when the knife is in the air, God shouts out to Abraham, hey, stop. Hey, listen. How about we don't kill your son? Hey, there's a ram over in this bush over here. Grab that ram and come and sacrifice it instead. And Abraham's relieved. Isaac is even more relieved. Like, Dad, what just happened? Like, what are we doing? And they sacrifice this ram. But here's the most important part of this story. The next verse says this, an angel says, hey, because you have gone through with this and have not refused to give me your son, your dear, dear son, I'm gonna bless you. Oh, how I'll bless you. I'll make sure that all of your children flourish. Listen, God wants to bless us more than anything. He wants to give us freedom. What he asks in return is obedience. And God is a lot like our parents in this way. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2, it says this, children, do what your parents tell you. This is only right. Honor your father and mother. It's the first commandment that has a promise attached to it. Namely this, so you will live well and have a long life. Students, your parents want nothing more than to bless you. They want to give you freedom. They want to give you rewards. And what they need from you in return is just some obedience. Guys, I got to level with you. Parents, listen, we're suckers. I'm a parent. My daughter, Rylan, she's 3+, and she loves donuts. Probably because I love donuts. And so every once in a while on a Friday or Saturday morning, I'll go to the donut shop and I'll buy a big box of donuts and I bring it in and I set the donuts on the counter, and my daughter wants more than anything to eat these donuts. And I say, Rylan, hey, we totally are gonna eat these donuts. But first you gotta eat breakfast. And at that point, she throws a little hissy fit and she runs around. I have to go potty, I need water. And we encourage her to get to the table. And she finally gets to the table. And when she's at the table, she doesn't really want to eat her breakfast. She pushes it around, I want to do this. We keep asking, hey, listen, eat your breakfast. We're gonna have a donut, eat your breakfast. We're gonna have a donut. She finally eats her breakfast. And we're excited because we have this donut for her and we hand it to her, and it's big and it's pink and it has sprinkles, and she starts eating it, it's all over her face. And there's nothing as a father that you love more than giving your kids something that you want to give them. They love it and we love it. And you guys are a lot like my daughter. Only the main difference is this, you're not 3. And so because you're not 3, you as junior hires, you should listen to your parents the very first time. It shouldn't take me asking you over and over and over again to eat your breakfast. When your mom asks you to take out the trash, just take out the trash. When your mom wants you to clean the dishes, just clean the dishes. When dad wants you to text mom when you're out on a Saturday night, hey, text mom. When you need to get back for curfew, get back for curfew the very first time. Students, if you want to train your parents, to give you more freedom, it's actually really easy. You can actually start tonight, right when you leave this place. If you want to train your parents to give you more freedom, the first thing you got to do is start being obedient in the small things.